Hello, beautifuls. I was sitting by the river and I was watching the swollen river go over the rapids and enjoying it very much. And as I let my focus shift just a little bit, I noticed that it appeared that the river stopped moving and the rocks were flowing backwards. And of course, that was an optical illusion. And you may never have had that particular experience, but I'm sure if you've ever driven a vehicle, you probably have had the experience of sitting at a stoplight and the vehicle beside you rolls ahead just a little bit. And the illusion or perception is that you are rolling backwards, and the reaction is to slam on the brake. And then there's the realization that, oh, this isn't really what I thought it was. But in that moment, it is so believable, it is actually truth, that it motivates you to react. Today, I want to share a perspective that might have you looking at a belief that you hold and maybe questioning if it isn't an illusion. And that is a common belief that we are separate. That we are separate from each other, that we are separate from nature and the earth, that we are separate even from God. And the thing is that is a belief that has been perpetuated for many, many generations. And we see that being fueled through society. But when you break it down, the perpetuation of that belief comes from individuals and the ego in particular. And as you know, I'm not an ego basher. I believe we have to have an ego. It is our identity. But the problem lies when we identify with that identity. So the ego fuels the separation by identifying with our body. So because our bodies look different, we have different gender, different color. We have to be separate. The appearances of our, not even the physicality, but even our languages. Oh, different, separate. The belief that because we have different opinions and different beliefs, we are separate. The belief that we are above animals and the earth, separate. That we are lower than God, separate. See what I'm saying? And I'm just wondering what that would be like to challenge that illusion, to come to a place where there was an understanding that we all are connected, even having different appearances and different beliefs and different opinions. It's a different perception, isn't it? I'm going to give you a moment with that. So when we look at mankind, I've talked about this before, about how if we have a problem and it's really difficult for us to understand where the problem came from or how to solve it, because we have made it personal. We've added our personal experiences and our personal opinions and our feelings to it. Yet, if we asked probably anyone on the street passing by to look at the scenario and to tell us where the problem came from and how to fix it, they could probably do so with great ease. And that is because at the heart of the matter, we are all the same. We have the same desire and longing to be loved, accepted, and for connection. We all have the same physical needs for safety and protection. And we all are made of exactly the same stuff. Now, that is just one small example of how we are connected and how we are one. The invitation today is to look at that belief system. Maybe it's one you hold, maybe it's one it's not. But to look at the belief system that we are separate and to get curious about what it is within your experience that feeds the belief to keep you separate.